Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. I know you guys see me a lot today, but we have a lot going on, and you know how much I love our musical performers. And today we have Sam Black, aka Modern Amusement, is with us. We're going to talk about how the sound creates an image. I love this. Sam, Modern Amusement is going to perform for us at the end. Welcome. How are you today, buddy?
Hello, I'm great. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. I'm excited to have you on. You look like you're all set up, ready to go. I love that. I love performers that are ready. You'd be amazed at how many people come on and they're like, what? I got to perform? Yeah, it's all over the place. Crazy. So before we went live, I told you the audience loves to know origin story. They want to know about you. They want to know if you were always musically inclined, kind of your journey. So give us the 411 on you.
Yeah, well, I've been playing music since like high school. I'm 25 now. I've been playing music since high school, been kind of dabbling in writing songs since then. Didn't really get serious about it until the pandemic hit. And then, I didn't have anything else going.
So that was a good motivator.
Right. Yeah. Like nothing else.
What was it? Did you decide to take a deep dive into writing, performing? What was it about the pandemic, or what were you able to accomplish?
I guess it's because I had a lot of songs written. A lot of the songs that you'll hear that I've already put out are older songs. They came out, or I started writing them back in high school or something. And I had all this stuff written, and I'd been in bands in high school, and then I kind of got out of that scene for a while. And then I was like, it was a pastime. I'm not doing this anymore. But then I've always been kind of in the back of my mind, like, maybe I should get back to it. And then pandemic hit. I wasn't doing anything else. So I was like, well, now I don't have any excuses anymore. So, here I have a bunch of these songs. Let's start rolling them out. See what happens. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Basically, is what I was.
So, did you perform as a kid in front of your parents? I love to ask that question. What was your, or was this a late bloomer kind of thing? What was your story?
I think because I started, I got into a lot of bands when I was in high school. Like I think probably like sophomore year. I think I got into like the Beatles and all those kind of like classic bands.
Nice.
And then starting out with that, I was like, oh yeah, like I can learn to do this. And for a long time, I didn't know what I was doing. And, I'd play at like family gatherings, and, it wasn't good. Like, I'm glad there aren't any recordings of that because that's embarrassing. It wasn't quite good for that point in time. And, it kicked off a little bit later. I'd say like probably late high school was when I actually started to figure out what I was doing. But then that was when I kind of was like, am I going to do this or not? Like, I was out of high school, what do you do after high school? That kind of thing.
Yeah. So did you have something else you wanted to do besides music that was a distraction? Or were you just not convinced that that's what you wanted to make your career or your vocation?
Yeah, I think it was just a situation. I got out of high school and I was kind of like, I don't know what to do anymore. I was kind of directionless for a while. I was like, is this going to be something? I don't know. And then because of that, I kind of just drifted for a while. And then, I'm glad I pulled myself back in. It was kind of like the directionless time, basically.
I think all of us go through that. And I think most of us who are much older than you have gone through it multiple times, not just right out of high school or right out of wherever. But that's good. That's where you find your passion, usually, to kind of find out what you really want to do and what you don't. Which brings me to the name. Where did Modern Amusement come from?
Yes, Modern Amusement it's a clothing brand name, and that's where I first heard the name. I had a shirt that was like it's kind of a nice shirt, and it said on the button, it said Modern Amusement, and I think I saw that so long ago, but I remember just for some reason I was like, that'd be kind of a cool band name if I ever like do like a band or something again, like that's gonna be the one that sticks in my head. And then I was like, all right, and so like I kind of did this, this was all spur of the moment, like. I just was like, all right, Modern Amusement. I made a YouTube account was how it started. And that was without thinking. So,
sometimes that's better. I feel like if you overthink things, I think that's where people tend to overthink themselves out of their dream or following their passion. Sometimes you just have to do it, which you did. And then tell us what sound creates an image. When I read that, I thought, God, that is so smart. That's so thought evoking. Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's a lyric in my song. I have a song about the singer Lisa Loeb. It's called "I Have a Crush on Lisa Loeb."
You're old enough to know Lisa Loeb? How is that even possible?
I'm into 90s music. So, I mean, and that's actually how I figured it out. I was watching, it was like a playlist. It was like 90s hits or something. I was like watching like a YouTube playlist. And then it had like her song "Stay" on it. And
that's a great song. That's what she's best known for.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I just thought she was really cool. And I started checking out a bunch of her songs. And I guess because the song is, I mean, it is called "I Have a Crush on Lisa Loeb." So, I mean, there's a bit of it that you kind of understand what it's about, but there's another meaning behind it. It's, I was thinking about when I had kind of had a connection with Lisa Loeb without even, knowing who she was. And I thought it was interesting that you could be connected to somebody who's like a musician without even knowing who they are. So it's kind of like, you only know them through sound, really.
Yes.
So you create your own image of what they're actually like. You kind of feel like you know who they are in a way, even though you don't. And that's where that line comes from.
So good. Yeah. I think a lot of people know exactly what you're talking about, me included. I think you see people on TV or you hear their music and you automatically have this thought in your mind and have that connection. And they have, I hate to tell you people, absolutely no idea who you are, but you feel like you know them. And so there's a fascinating connection. And as somebody who's in the performing world, you either understand it and embrace it, or it scares the heck out of you. So tell us about your performance. You obviously changed. Everything started to change for you during the pandemic. What's 2021 been like for you from your performing? Are you getting out more? Are you touring? Are you doing live performances?
Yeah, I just had my first kind of like modern amusement live performance last weekend on Saturday, which was really neat because I've been trying for a very long time to get out there, but you know how the world is right now.
Hard.
It's not as easy.
It's just not.
Yeah, it's like I've been trying. I was like, I mean, obviously for a while it was like, well, obviously we're not going to do this for a while because there's nothing open, and we got to be safe. We got to be careful. So yeah, we did this little outdoor patio show. It was at Cadence Records, really cool place. First show as modern. I mean, I've performed before then, but this was the first modern amusement show.
What was that like? Were you proud, excited, scared?
Yeah, all of those. Yeah.
It's a lot when you get out and you're pouring your heart out and you're not sure. You hope that the audience is going to respond in the way that you want them to, but you're never sure, especially in the beginning. So when you got out and performed the first song, what was that like?
Yeah, it was interesting because, I've been rehearsing for like a year because I was like, eventually I'll be able to play this. So I've been rehearsing till I'm ready. But then, right when I get out there, I'm like, oh, like, do I remember how to play this? Because you're in front of people, and I was just like, I'm singing like my own songs. So it's like, oh, like, are they going to think it's cool, or is it just weird? It's like, but it ended up very well. It went over well. It was fun.
Good. All right. So tell us what you're going to perform for us. Give us a little background on the song, what we should know about it before you perform.
Yes, I am going to play the song "I Have a Crush on Lisa Loeb."
Love it.
Yes, it is. And yes, it is about Lisa Loeb. I actually, fun story about this song. When I originally posted it, she commented on it. She saw it I think on Instagram. She saw it and she commented on the song. She said, "This is fire." And I was like,
I love it. Oh my God. How motivating is that?
It was insane. I was about to go to bed, and all of a sudden I just got this comment. Like, it was like a notification. I was like, oh, whatever. And then, but it was like Lisa Loeb, blue check. And I was like, okay.
That's like a big deal.
I mean, it was insane too. And also just because the song's called "I Have a Crush on Lisa Loeb," I was like, that's kind of embarrassing, but
no, that's good stuff. That's what gets you noticed. But it's a song from the heart. So how could you not respond? All right. I'm going to take myself off, make you solo, front and solo. And we're going to let you perform, my friend. All right.
So this is "I Have a Crush on Lisa Loeb." She's everything I wanted. She will never know who I am. She writes the songs and so do I. I'd like us some trying. I know she's saying I missed you just 4 months before I was born. I watch her video online and always end up sighing. I have a crush on Lisa Lowe. Guess I don't have to let you know. There's just something about those glasses and that smile, it drives me mad. I know it's dumb and awkward, and you still know the first word. I have a crush on Lisa Lowe. Sound creates an image. Sometimes it goes right to my heart. It freaks me out the way a singer feels so close but so far. So when she was my age, would she have liked someone like me? It doesn't matter, I know I'm just pining after past stars. I have a crush on Lisa Lowe. Guess I don't have to let you know. There's just something about those glasses and that smile, it drives me mad. I know it's dumb and awkward, and you still know the first word. I have a crush on Lisa Lowe. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Am I a 90s kid or not? Millennial trash, that's all I got. If it was 1995, where would I be at 25? I have a crush on Lisa Lowe. Guess I don't have to let you know. There's just something about those glasses and that smile, it drives me mad. I know it's dumb and awkward, and you still know the first word. I have a crush on Lisa. I have a crush on Lisa. I have a crush on Lisa Lowe.
I smiled the entire time. Oh, there's so much to say. So first of all, that's a happy song. We need more happy songs. So kudos to that. It immediately made me think of what Lisa must have been thinking when she heard it. Your voice is unique, but I loved it. I just loved everything about that song. The performance has I know the 90s weren't innocent, but when I look back now to the 90s, it has that 90s innocence to it. It's got such a great feel to the song. It encapsulates it. It was really, really good. I just danced along and smiled the whole time. I take myself off. I share this with all the artists because in case you're really bad, I don't want people to see my face. Also, nobody wants to see me dance, but that was really, really, really great. I loved it. I really loved it. And all of my 90s friends, I can't wait to tell them about the song because all of us loved Lisa Lowe back in the day. And I think you really captured her. All right. So tell us, Modern Amusement, tell us the best way we can download your music, find out where you're at, go see you when you give a live show. And guys, we want to get behind our creatives like Modern Amusement, like Sam, so that they can continue to put out this music that's motivating and inspiring. All right, what's the best way?
All right, yeah, you can stream us. We're all on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, wherever you want. Look up Modern Amusement. Look up our song if you want to check out I Have a Crush on Lisa Lowe. It's on YouTube too. Anywhere you want to go, we're there. We're trying to cover all the bases.
It was really excellent. Please come back anytime. I never know what I'm going to get. That's why I don't listen prior to. And that was so good. I really liked it. I want to download that song, so that should tell you that's motivating. And I think you'll hit a nice nostalgic heart of anybody who was around during that, because she was so big and so popular. Thank you for coming on. So good. Modern Amusement. Y'all go out and support them. If you can't find them, reach out to me. We will tag them again. But it should be easy. Get out behind these great artists like Modern Amusement. Thanks for being on the show, my friend.
Thank you so much for having me.
Come back anytime. All right. We'll see you guys later.